It's Week 11 of the National Football League, where we'll get a look at this team's superstar wide receiver, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. We can hardly wait for the start of this one, and it's coming up next.
It is time for football, as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over...
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by a man who plays college ball on Rocky Top. Greg, it is the rookie quarterback out of Tennessee.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. But if he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down. One of the tight ends in motion right. Now, faking the give. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They bring their tight end right. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. As we play here in the month of November, worth noting he's putting together a campaign to remember, the NFL's leader amongst wideouts in receiving touchdowns. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now this time they'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Back to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be. And they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. Second and 7. They'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need.
And he will fight his way to the end zone.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The PAT, up and good. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's right there in contention for the most receiving yards by a wideout this year, currently ranked 2nd in the NFL. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Quick throw, taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game. And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the visitors will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Back to the ground after the penalty, and he's in. Extra point attempt to come here. He gets it to go, and the visitors move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30, and he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Motion man sent right. To the right side here. Pass is caught. Here's a 2nd and 6. One of the tight ends motions right. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll send him over to the left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Throwing right, it's taken in. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Tight end going in motion here. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. This drive will start on the ground, and some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Check right.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, back.
Up the middle they go. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd down and 9. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions. And so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Throwing now on first and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. They'll look to throw again. That one intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them, big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll look to throw. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. They'll come up to third and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Here's their punter now, as he'll come on to punt this one away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So we have reached halftime, and it's a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando, we'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners earlier.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. A handoff here, up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now this team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now a give up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
This team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Throwing over the middle, this one is complete.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And he gets it to midfield, and he gets the 1st down. Good run. The drive continues. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
He'll get this out wide, and it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. 1st and 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find...
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of him.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tried.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
To the right side here, pass is caught, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
That is caught, and he's in. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the visitors are out to a 21-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. And now the punting unit will come on, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he's near the 1st down, stopped a little short of the 40.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance,
trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. It is picked up by the defense. Now a timeout called by the defense. They send the tight end in motion. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
They'll try to set up the screen here, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Inside the 40. Inside the 10. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 73 yards. It's a touchdown. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and through. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Comeback route, and he's got it. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll throw out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw yet again. Off he goes. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Now a give on the ground, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And a nice job. They pick it up. 1st down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Quick, yellow. Cut, cut.
Now, a running play. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. Powering forward. He's in. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
No problem there on the extra point. And the visitors tack on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders,
they're into space. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. An extra point attempt to follow. He knocks it through, and his guys are able to cut into the deficit. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.